Welcome back to another episode of Mom's Basement. This is the playoff predictions. I'm here with Ryan and our new friend Ashley, who's probably going to be taking over for our ugly friend Cody. I hope you're listening to this.
Don't let him hurt your feelings, Cody.
Sad skull. We have brought a Packers fan to talk more about football than Vikings fans.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. Sad skull.
Sad skull.
Just for Cody. All right, so we all three of us have a idea of who's going to be winning the playoffs here. So I'm going to switch it over to the internet over here where we see Josh Allen's MVP stat line right there, which is good.
Here we go again.
All right, Ryan, this one's going to be for you.
This one's for me. Okay.
Let's see what you're going to predict, and I'm going to click on it, and everybody's going to watch how dumb you're going to be. You ready?
Okay.
First game, Bills-Broncos.
Bills and Broncos. I tell you what, Ben.
It's going to be the Broncos just because I hate the Bills. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Where's your Colts at?
Wow. My Colts need to fire everybody and start over, but that's for a different show. Bills and Broncos, I think this is going to be closer than most people think. If the Bills overlook the Broncos, they're going to come and they're going to get smoked.
Bills are also 8-0 at home with a differential of like 24 points. So.
Exactly. But I'm saying if Buffalo comes in thinking, oh, Denver snuck into the playoffs the last week.
I like how you're trying to make Denver win this game. Go ahead.
I am. I'm picking Denver.
You're picking Denver.
I'm picking Denver to win this game.
Oh my gosh.
They're going to upset the Bills by a last-second field goal.
Oh my gosh. I hope you have skid marks on your underwear. All right. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I think this is going to be the game of the AFC right here.
I think Pittsburgh is on the downslope this year, or towards the end of the season. They've been struggling. George Pickens is picking fight with fans and not worrying about football games. I like Baltimore.
Okay. It's hard to disagree with you on that one.
This game, I think this is going to be closer than people think. The Chargers are actually favored. And
their defense is way better than the Texans.
The Texans kind of been backing their way in from the worst division.
They've been hurt.
Yeah,
all
but
their receivers are gone.
They also won probably the worst division in football. So.
Who's in that division?
The Colts.
Okay, good. I just wanted to hear you say that.
You know, I'll go off on the Colts later, but I like the Chargers in this game.
All right. Do you want to jump to the NFC or do you want to stay with the AFC?
Let's stay with the AFC.
All right. So, I'll tell you what.
Denver,
don't count
Kansas
Denver
City.
out because Denver here, man. I tell you what, they could win in a last-second field goal if they don't get blocked this time.
A last-second safety.
Last-second safety.
This is going to be a close game. Third time.
Oh my gosh!
The third time they played each other this year. It's always hard to beat a team three times, which they've already split. But
they only split because
Kansas City
didn't even play.
Yeah, they benched all their starters. But Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes is going to win this game.
Of course. That's the easiest game they've played all year.
It's going to be the Chiefs. And then Ravens-Chargers. This is my upset of the year right here.
The Chargers?
The Chargers are going to go into Baltimore and win.
Oh, my gosh. You guys, I just want you to know Ryan does not do drugs. But this might prove it differently.
Didn't you say that about me last year when I predicted the Packers to beat the Cowboys?
Yeah.
You thought I was crazy?
Yeah, because I didn't think Green Bay was as good as they were last year. Cowboys were way better than they
The Chargers have that same feel right now.
But I'll tell you what, when it comes to the playoffs, you don't want to bet on Dallas. When it comes to the playoffs, you don't want to bet on Baltimore either.
Yeah, Baltimore struggles in the playoffs too. There's going to be another early exit for Baltimore. And then
early exit, they only had one extra game.
The Chargers and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And I'm going for Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes to go back to the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs the easiest road here. Like, yeah, if you're right, you're right. Like, yeah, if the Chiefs have to play Denver and if they have to play their division foes, like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Kansas City, AFC champs.
Oh
Write it down.
Oh, my gosh. You're making me sick to my stomach. We're about to Ashley, it's going to be me, you, and some other. We're probably going to have to find a Texans.
He's just mad because Buffalo can't beat Denver.
What do you mean we can't beat? We've already beat them this year. Thank you. All right.
Not in the playoffs.
Not in the playoffs. The playoffs haven't even happened yet.
All right, let's go to the NFC. Who do we got first? Green Bay, Philly?
Yes.
This game to me really depends on Jalen Hurts' health. If Jalen Hurts plays, I think it's Philly. If he doesn't play, it's Green Bay.
Boo.
So who you picking?
I'm plan on him playing, so I'm picking Philly.
Okay, Ashley, how you feel about that one? You want to take a shot at Ryan?
I'm
right
leaving.
You can take a shot at Ryan. This is good. It's good TV.
TV. Tampa Bay at Washington. I like Washington in this game.
They're also favored, yeah.
Washington has sold me this year. Rams at Minnesota. I think this is going to be the best game of the weekend. I think it's Monday night, but the best game of the wild card round.
See, I disagree with the best game. I think Washington and Tampa is going to be the best game. Both are teams that have everything to prove.
But going into here,
Skull City?
Yeah, I'm going just for Cody. I'm going Skull.
Man, you like your upsets, man. I swear.
You never know in the playoffs. If you get hot, it doesn't matter.
The hottest team right now is the Rams.
Are they though?
They finally got healthy and they went on a tear.
Are they?
I thought wasn't the score against the Cardinals like 9-13?
Okay, I mean the score wasn't that high, but they got all their
They're
players.
on a tear.
They got all their players back.
They went on a tear against Buffalo.
Cooper Kupp's had like
They
4
played a
receptions.
perfect game
That
against
was amazing.
Buffalo. Yes.
But I mean,
Cooper Kupp has like 4 receptions over the last 4 weeks. So.
Then you're talking about you're gonna add some experience that's in the playoffs. Like the hype's there for them. Sam Darnold, I don't think has ever been to the playoffs.
Negative.
But he did play in his biggest career game ever this last weekend, and
And
maybe
he
he
lost.
needed that. He needed
technically-
that.
That's true.
Technically,
He needed that to get that out of his system, and now these next games coming up, it's maybe he'll settle down a little bit more.
Yeah, I kind of agree to that.
As
You're
a
right.
whole
You're right.
team, as a whole,
Sam Darnold has been to the playoffs. He was on the 49ers backup last year.
a lot of pressure there on him.
You know what? Sometimes I can't believe I feed you.
All right, let's keep on going. I
All
got
right.
Washington and Detroit.
Da-da-da. Is there an upset coming for Ryan?
No, I got
Oh.
Detroit. And then this one, I got Philly. I think Philly's going to win that at home. And then I got the Lions going to the Super Bowl.
So #1 seeds all the way around. Congratulations, Ryan.
And Kansas City versus Detroit. The Super Bowl champions is going to be the Detroit Lions.
Okay. All right. Look at that. Woo! You did it. Unbelievable. I can't believe you.
You just watch, Ben.
I'm going to watch. That's for sure.
I feel like that was the scenario that everybody who had a team that didn't make the playoffs, that's what they would want, is the Lions to win.
Right.
That's
yes,
what everybody
100%.
wants, and I get it. I do.
think I honestly could tell you the truth right now. The world wants Bills Lions Super Bowl.
Last
do you
year,
really?
I think
I
it
don't.
should have been Green Bay should have won that game against San Francisco and went into Ford Field at home against the Lions to go play to win the Super Bowl. That would have been like
Detroit should
that would have been the
it.
perfect
Yeah.
you know what
Cinderella
I'm saying?
story, yep.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think Green Bay would have won that game.
No.
I don't. But that would have been like perfect for the NFL in general.
Yeah.
Detroit
I
blew a
mean-
big lead against San Francisco. They should have been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's too bad they don't have a script. You know.
Here we go with your conspiracy theories.
I said too bad they don't have a script, Ryan. Where's the conspiracy in that? All right, Ashley, this one's for you.
All right.
Let's start off with the easiest, probably the biggest upset, or not upset, the biggest blowout of the wild card here. You really think the Broncos have a chance, Ashley?
I do not.
Smart. This is why we brought you on here.
You're biased, Ben. Biased.
I'm not biased. I mean, I'm not even decked out in Bill stuff, so
There's no flags anywhere.
there's no flags or
Did you eat
lights
that one?
or.
What happened?
Oh, that was off the truck.
Oh.
It was blowing in the wind.
You got hungry.
All right.
You're right.
Steelers Ravens.
Okay, so this one, honestly, Lamar Jackson always blows it in the playoffs.
They're like the Dallas Cowboys.
He blows it, and I want him to succeed. I do. But I see the Steelers blowing it the whole last half of the season, it seems like. Like, their record is there,
Mm-hmm.
but they have been sucking. I don't see them going into Baltimore and
But
beating
Mike
Baltimore.
Tomlin. That's all I have to say is Mike Tomlin.
I mean, they lost to the Colts, so.
Did you see him tell the ref to shut the fuck up or
Yes.
get
Yeah.
away from me?
Get away from my face.
I love that.
That was priceless. That's why I think he'll have his team ready.
So I'm here for that.
I think he'll have his team ready. The last couple games of the season don't matter when you already make the playoffs.
So you think Pittsburgh's winning, or you think Baltimore's winning?
I think Baltimore's winning.
Okay. Chargers Houston.
I think the Chargers are going to win this one too.
Yeah, the 5 seeds are stronger than the 4 seeds in each of these divisions.
A lot of 4 seeds get in it just because they won the division.
Yep.
And a lot of times the 5 seeds and below or whatever.
There's always one trash division, and that's the Colts division on the AFC.
That's the AFC South.
And Stroud's having a sophomore slump. Like, he was amazing last year.
Yep.
And then, you get more film.
Well, that injury.
Defenses figure you out.
Well, do you know really what happened? It's called the Diggs curse.
Yeah? Oh,
Diggs got hurt. Tank Dell got hurt.
It doesn't matter. They got the Diggs curse.
Tank Dell's
the Madden curse
nasty,
is alive,
though.
too.
What's that?
Yeah.
The Madden curse.
Madden curse is a real thing, too. I'm telling you, Diggs is also cursed.
They didn't get Josh Allen last year.
He goes to Minnesota, leaves Minnesota. Minnesota has a run and a tear of the lifetime. But he lives in Buffalo. They have a chance because they're good, because he's good. Don't win when they're supposed to. Now Buffalo doesn't have that great of a team this year compared to last year, and look at them now. It's the Diggs curse. Diggs left. We're going to win the Super Bowl.
Is it a curse or a blessing? It sounds like more of a blessing.
For the teams that lose him, it's a blessing. For the teams that get him, it's a curse.
Just for the record, Ashley, he says the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl every year. So
I'm going to try to think about this logically, okay? I'm just going to put it like that, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you talked about the first game logically. I don't think there's a logical explanation of why you would ever pick Denver.
We'll just wait.
Maybe the Tebow magic is there.
Yeah. Sacrifice a virgin to win a playoff game.
You got Kansas City and the Chargers.
Okay, so I don't see the Chargers going into Kansas City and winning this game. Taylor Swift's there. She's gonna be going nuts. She's gonna be like, "Give me all the TV. I want the cameras on me. I'm playing in the Super Bowl next year. Oh, so I think Kansas City is going to take off with this one. And I don't even think it's going to be close.
Is that a spoiler for the halftime show next year?
Oh, I'm not saying it's the halftime show. I'm saying she's strapping up and she's playing.
Yeah, she's playing. She's going to be their new running back because they can't seem to find one.
Yeah, Checo keeps getting hurt. Let's put Swifty in.
All right, this is honestly, I'm not going to be upset about this game when we lose. Because
this is worst case scenario for you, Ben. Playing
100%, and I'm honestly 100% rooting for the Steelers. Okay, Baltimore would be the only team I think that would give us the biggest problem in the playoffs.
And I think you're right.
Yep. I'm clicking them.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
That was premature. Sorry, guys. It's going to show up until she tells me otherwise.
It happens so less.
I will say, like I said, Baltimore seems like they always fumble it in the playoffs. But I want to see them make it. I do. I want to see them make it. But then I wouldn't be mad at Buffalo making it, too. That's the thing. Somebody has to beat Kansas City.
Buffalo's
Kansas City is the new Patriots.
Yep.
Detroit.
Who
Detroit's
do I think is going to beat Kansas City?
Detroit.
It's got to be Buffalo.
Who beat Kansas City this year?
Only Buffalo.
Okay, we're going with Buffalo.
Oh!
Hey.
Eat it, Ryan!
Hey, the Broncos beat Kansas City this year.
They beat the backup team. Shut up. All right.
So, on this one, yeah, Buffalo's losing in Kansas City.
No!
I'm just kidding.
All that hype.
I'm taking Buffalo based on I don't want Kansas City to win.
So you're taking Buffalo?
I'm taking Buffalo.
Oh,
Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl.
This is why you're on the podcast.
Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl.
All right, let's move over.
I want Patrick Mahomes to get as many Super Bowls as he can so he can break Brady's record.
I hope Tom Brady keeps that record forever just because you said that.
All right, so for this one, I'm not basing a lot of this off of any facts. It's just like somebody who watches football and likes it. But as a Packers fan, I have to say, the last time we went and won a Super Bowl, what seed were we?
The 6th seed.
We're even lower now, so I think our chances are even higher to go to the Super Bowl.
Odds are forever in your favor. Red light.
Especially if Jalen Hurts doesn't play.
So, hopefully Saquon doesn't do some high-flying acrobatics over our defenders.
Who won the game of the regular season in Brazil?
Philly did, didn't they?
I think it was Philly. It was
that's
close,
the game
though.
Jordan Love got hurt.
So, you remember, whoever plays, if they play each other in the regular season and they come to the playoffs, it's usually the opposites.
So I need to change my Kansas City Buffalo.
No, you're fine. I'm completely happy with what you said there. I'm just giving you extra hope here, Ashley.
Fair enough.
It was 34-29 Philadelphia week 1.
34-29. So you had
Still
a chance.
pretty close.
Yep.
Everybody's in Brazil. They're worried about getting their watches stolen, and
Yep. That was also the beginning of the year.
Scared. What a shit show that was.
That was week 1, wasn't it?
That was week 1. Jordan Love got hurt, and then the turf was terrible.
Yep.
They're playing on like a soccer field or something, weren't they? I mean, it's Brazil.
Yeah. How healthy is Green Bay right
Jordan
now?
Love has a numb hand, I think they said. Or
Alexander's not in, but I mean, he hasn't been in all season, so whatever. Christian Watson just hurt his knee.
He got put on IR. He's done for the year.
Yeah, he's done. I'm still taking Green Bay on this one. I can't abandon my guys. You know?
Yeah, atta girl.
I like Josh Jacobs, so they need to feed him the rock.
That is true.
All right, Washington, Tampa.
I was honestly uneasy. I was like, man, I really liked Aaron Jones. I don't know why they got rid of him. And then and Jacobs started off really slow in the beginning of the season, and then he really picked up.
I think it took a minute to get used to the new.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the new book. All right, number 6 Washington versus number 3 Tampa.
Who's the favorite in this one?
Washington.
By how much?
Not like 0.5.
Man, I think Baker Mayfield has such a chip on his shoulder right now. I think
he's lost too much help though.
He wants it so bad.
It's Tampa Bay -3.
Oh, so it changed.
And I mean, we don't know. What if Jaden Daniels is another Lamar Jackson and he chokes?
Yeah.
It's kind of this is like one of the more up in the air games, I think, in my opinion.
To be honest, you had Lamar Jackson winning one game though. They're also in the Cowboys division, so
that is true. What are their records again? Is it
the
Commanders? I believe are 10, 11.
Commanders are 12-5. And Buccaneers are 10-7.
See, that makes it hard. I don't.
Yeah, but the Tampa's in the worst division in that.
That is true.
In the NFC.
So I'll go with Washington, even though
I
think it's going to be closer than what people think. And
it's in Tampa too.
It's either Baker's going to ball out or he's going to shit the bed. We'll see.
Well, yeah,
there's no in between.
Thanks, Ashley.
There will be no game-winning safeties.
There's no ties in playoffs.
No game-winning punts.
All right, Vikings, Rams.
The line on this is -1 Minnesota.
I can't have Minnesota advancing.
Why not?
Come on.
The Packers would play Minnesota.
Okay, so hold on. Scenario-wise, who would end up playing the Lions? It'd be Green Bay, right?
It'd be
That's
Green Bay.
awesome.
It'd be Green Bay,
the lowest seed plays your number 1 seed.
You know what? Let's go with your quote-unquote, oh, they're on a tear with their 13 points.
Hey, not everybody can score every week, but
yeah,
when they play the Bills, you played the Bills really well.
Yeah, you go on a
the
tear.
The potential's there.
A historic game for Josh Allen, and he still doesn't
Hey,
win.
that 13
That's
points, it was rainy and cold, so.
Okay, hold on. Real quick, though. If he didn't have that historic game, would he still be in the MVP, like, as high up as he is?
Who are you talking about?
Josh Allen.
Yeah,
that game was like a heavy deciding factor.
He had more than one historic game. He had like 3 in a row.
He did have like that. Was that the game that he had?
He had like 56
like
fantasy
a rushing
points
touchdown, receiving touchdown, and a passing touchdown. That's the historic factor.
That was the snowy game before them. That was. Oh, who did they play in the snow? The Rams were in L.A.
Was that Kansas City?
No. I don't. I gotta look that up. Now I'm confused. Bills snowy game. Sorry guys, I should know this. I'm a true Bills fan, I promise.
But 49ers?
Yeah, it was the 49ers.
Okay. Anyways, so for the next round here.
All right. You taking your Green Bay Packers over the Detroit Lions?
Okay, so let me just say this. Green Bay's going to win the Super Bowl.
All right.
Okay. But as far as this podcast goes, hold on. As far as this podcast goes.
You're going to have Green Bay over Buffalo.
I think, how dare you even say Green Bay over Buffalo when they're about to play the Lions in Ford Field.
We beat the Lions in Ford Field.
So, I think it's going to be incredibly difficult for Green Bay to go into Ford Field. And these Lions fans, they've been owned by Green Bay for so long. They're going to want it so bad, and they're all going to know it. I think the Lions are going to win. And I have to be totally honest, I don't think it's going to be super, super close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I don't think it's going to be super close either. I think it's going to be too much. I hope not. Like, the Packer in me says Green Bay wins the Super Bowl. But
Lions fans are going nuts right now for listening to it.
Logically speaking, I just find that to be a really hard win for Green Bay.
Yeah, I think anybody that goes into Detroit.
And their coach, though.
Yeah, Dan Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he's gutsy. He'd be the reason they lose.
Yep. Or win.
Yeah.
Going
Or
for it on
win.
fourth down.
Going for it on
I
fourth
mean,
down,
hey,
you're on
Green
20.
Bay, they almost had that win in the bag, and there was a few. I mean, biased Green Bay Packer fan over here, but there was a lot of calls that were.
Yeah.
I just remember watching a holding call on us when we played them, and there was a clear hands to the face
So
on the replay. I was like, that didn't get called on them.
There
but
seems
anyways,
to be a lot of missed
So you're
calls.
saying the Lions are getting the Chiefs treatment now?
Not. Oh, so you admit it. You finally admit it. You finally admit it. It took all this time that now you believe.
Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes.
the Lions
gets
need to
every
win
call.
a lot more before they get that.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Patrick
I mean,
Mahomes
they're
is getting
doing
it left
great.
and
They're the
right.
Cinderella team, even though they're the number one seed. You know, everybody wants them to win. Everybody thinks they can win. They're still a Cinderella team, though.
Yep.
So
you don't touch Mahomes or you get a penalty.
So yeah, I'll go
All right.
with the Lions on that.
Washington Rams. This is a good game here too. Holy
Yeah,
smoly!
that is a good one.
So, man, this is hard. Clearly, I did a lot of research before doing this.
We didn't either, so it's all right. We just talked about it.
So, if I have to be honest, I don't think this game even matters because you're gonna have to go into Detroit and beat the Lions.
all right,
What
so
But
throw out a winner here.
Before you make this pick, wouldn't it be something if Matthew Stafford goes into Detroit and knocks him out of the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl?
that'd be a cool line. I would like to see Matthew Stafford go into Detroit and get beat though.
See,
But then they have like the
yes.
love and support that like Aaron Jones got from Green Bay when he came back.
Yes, but here's the thing: if Matthew Stafford goes into Detroit and beats them, Matthew Stafford will not allow him to walk on the streets of Detroit.
He's enemy.
Ever.
He's the enemy. So,
Ever.
So, you know what? I'm gonna go. Who's the upset here?
I believe Washington would be the upset here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with
Rams are-
Washington.
Rams
Okay.
are the
I'm gonna go
higher
with
seed.
Washington. Let's see what Jaden Daniels can do.
Unfortunately, Ashley, we can't tell you who's going to win these games when they don't exist yet.
We don't have a spread yet.
We don't have a spread on maybes.
Wow,
All right.
rookies.
Should
Guess
know
what I
this by
got.
now, idiots.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so I'm just going to pick the Lions here right now.
Yep.
All right, and then
So-
who's your Super Bowl winner?
Where's the Super Bowl at again?
It is
New
in New
Orleans.
Orleans.
It is.
New Orleans.
Mm.
But I'll tell you
So
what.
there was a tragedy that just happened down there.
Yep.
Yep.
And what do the people need right now?
A Bills-Lions Super Bowl.
They need
A
the
Detroit-
Cinderella team
Detroit Lions.
to
Both-
run away with this.
Both of these teams are Cinderellas. Neither of them won a Super Bowl.
Well, to be fair,
The Bills keep getting beat by Patrick Mahomes. So I guess that would be a little bit of a Cinderella, but I mean the real Cinderella team in my mind
is Detroit.
is Detroit.
Okay, you're taking Detroit.
Detroit's
I will
never-
take Detroit, even though I will say Green Bay is still going to win the Super Bowl.
But still hoping Green Bay wins the Super Bowl.
Buffalo's been to 4 Super Bowls. Detroit's been to 0. So.
And now we'd be to 5 and lose a
5.
5th one. So thanks, Ashley, for the false hope here.
Shut up, run away with your MVP and go away.
Hey, if we get the MVP, I'm completely proud of it. That'd be like the only thing that we'd win this year if we don't win the Super Bowl.
Are you going to get like a replica trophy and take pictures with it?
I think I'm gonna get a fat head of Josh Allen, just put it right next to the Jesus statue, and
Put
make
it right
sure that
behind
us.
we pray to both of them.
What would your
Put it in your altar.
celebration be if the Bills actually did win the Super Bowl? Ben?
I honestly would probably just start to drive to Buffalo and wait for them to come home.
Yeah.
That would be honestly really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I even in Detroit, even though it's like I'm a Packers fan, I would not wear Packers gear.
Yeah,
But just
every-
to be a part of something like that.
every job I worked for, they're like, if the Bills go to the Super Bowl, like, I guess you're just gonna be off for a couple weeks. I was like, yeah, like, here's my notice now.
No, it was crazy when we went to the draft this year. Like anybody wearing Packers fan was getting so much crap talked to them. You remember that, Ben?
Yes, yeah,
Because it was in
Really?
Detroit and
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
yeah, and any Bears fans too, they were getting harassed.
Vikings. Yeah,
Yep.
Bears.
I will tell you this though, when I worked in retail, and the Bills made the playoffs for the first time after 17 years. It's blockout date during that time because it's first of the year right after Christmas. Playoff game was like, I believe, January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked at my boss. He's like, yeah, you're gone. Like, I'm giving you your vacation's approved. Just go. I was like, he's like,
Yes.
if I don't give it to you, you're just going to go anyway. So just,
Like I am not missing this.
So we ended up driving 14 and a half hours down to Jacksonville to watch a 10-3 game and driving all the way back, and we lost that playoff game. But you know what? It was the experience of being there for the first time in 17 years. It was a blast.
Right.
All right. This is for me, guys.
We already know.
Do we even have
to
talk about this game? Like, let's just put it.
You just want to put them in the Super Bowl now, Ben? Or
I could just put them. Actually, I'm gonna be realistic with you, okay? Because if Pittsburgh doesn't beat Baltimore, I do believe Baltimore has the best chance to beat us because we cannot stop the run. And if you look at every team on here, the only team that has a decent running game after Baltimore would be Denver. Okay.
Houston has a good running game. Joe Mixon's good.
No.
Yeah, I think Joe Mixon. I mean, he's not Derrick Henry level, but he's decent. They're better than Denver.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Denver's running game's not that good, Ben.
I said they're the second best of the AFC that's left. Okay. Jacksonville has a better running game than Houston and whatever.
They do not.
So I don't even think this game's going to be close, to be honest with you. I think this is going to be the most biggest blowout. I'm really happy that the Chiefs didn't try because I really didn't want to play the Bengals because that offense is stupid explosive and would probably knock us out. So congratulations, Bills. You got the win. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers since neither of you did.
Of course you are.
I really think Mike Tomlin will be ready to go into Baltimore, and Baltimore always struggles in the playoffs. Like, poor Lamar Jackson. He played the Bills 2 years ago, got hurt. I don't know who he lost to last year, but I think it was the Bills.
I think one thing that will help Pittsburgh out is I'm pretty sure Kyle Hamilton got hurt for the Ravens defense, and he's one of their key defenders.
And Patrick Queen for the Steelers is, used to play for the Ravens, so.
Yeah. Because the Ravens defense is totally different without Hamilton on the field.
All right, let's see. The Bills have, let's see.
What are you looking at, Ben?
The Bills versus Ravens playoff record. Because I do believe that we have the better record.
I thought Lamar was like 1-3 or something like that.
We're 5-7 all time against the Ravens, including the playoffs, but it didn't say just with the playoffs.
Because Lamar won one game last year. They beat the Texans in the divisional round, and then they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
Lamar Jackson is 3-1 against the Bills. So I guess we only beat him one time. I don't know. Anyway, I have Mike Tomlin out coaching Jim Harbaugh.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm going to say this right now.
That's pretty impressive since Jim Harbaugh don't coach for the Ravens.
Mr. Harbaugh, whatever. Guess what? Both Harbaugh brothers are out.
You have the Texans winning too?
I do.
Wow.
Guess what? Harbaughs are gone. All right?
Nope.
This is do or die.
Talk about me picking upsets.
All right,
I feel like
actually the
he's
Chargers
setting this up for his Bills to keep going. That's what it looks like to me.
I'm just telling you, the Chargers shouldn't be there. Actually, honestly, 5, 6, and 7 shouldn't be there. None of them predicted these guys to have a good season, except you. You had the Steelers there. Okay.
I did.
But Steelers, since they've shocked me in the regular season, I'm going to shock everybody in the playoffs with them, and I'm going to be on their bandwagon all night long. All right, so then we're going to go Pittsburgh, Kansas City. Pittsburgh's defense is going to really do some damage against Kansas City. And then Bills are going to take revenge against Texans.
He's so scared of Kansas City, Ashley. He's so scared.
I'm not scared of Kansas City. I just don't think Kansas City's going to win a game.
All right, so is Mike Tomlin going to out-coach?
Oh, God, no. Mike Tomlin's going to say, get the heck out of here.
Wasn't it last year you were saying fire Sean McDermott, and now he's not
I'm still saying fire Sean McDermott. It's this year, too. If Sean McDermott doesn't get to the Super Bowl this year, I'm firing him still. I just don't think he's a coach to, I don't know. He's gonna
fire Sean McDermott, even though he's going to out-coach two Hall of Fame coaches.
The Bills.
Boy, them Steelers are really going on a tear in the playoffs.
The Bills will win the Super Bowl, and I'll still say fire McDermott, okay? And even I might say trade Josh Allen next year. Who knows?
You're saying the Steelers are going to beat them 1, 2, and 3 seeds, huh?
No, just the 1 and 2. Or 1 and 3. They're not going to beat the 2 seed. The 2 seed's going all the way, baby.
Okay. Didn't he say this was going to be unbiased?
All right, we're heading over here. I'm taking Green Bay over Philly. Yeah. I have to. I'm really tired of seeing Philly fans think they're really good, and I really don't think Philly's that good.
Do we think they're going to riot?
Oh, they might.
They might.
I think Green Bay's going to have to leave and, okay, talk about Brazil being not safe. I don't think Philly's safe for Green Bay fans, so.
I think this Philly
if you're up by, fourth quarter, 3 minutes left, get out of the stadium before it ends. Go. Washington, Tampa. I'm going Washington. I've been high on them all year. I had them winning the division over the Cowboys and the Eagles. They should have won the division, I believe, but a couple calls went the Eagles' way, and you know what? Congratulations, Eagles. You proved me wrong. All right, we got L.A. and we got the Skull City.
Sad school.
I'm telling you, everybody's underestimating the Rams, even though they're the 4th seed and the worst division winner. I think with the healthy Rams, they're going to be hard to beat. Sam Darnold, I'm not too fond of in the playoffs. I know their offense is explosive, but I think the LA defense actually matches up pretty well with them. So, guess what? Rams advance. I don't even think this is going to be a game, like Ashley said.
Ooh, hey, I didn't take it that far. Green Bay's winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, sorry. My bad. My apologies.
How dare you, man?
I want to redo mine, and I'm going to have Green Bay win, Tampa Bay win, LA win.
Whatever the easiest way for the Packers to get the Super Bowl.
The easiest path for the Packers.
Hey, you can hope all you want, okay? That's fine. Like I do. Like, it's fine.
That's what Ben did. He put the easiest path for the Bills.
Look, here he goes. This is my prediction. Oh, boy.
Woo.
No way! The first Super Bowl in Buffalo history this year, baby. No way. The drama has unfolded.
I mean, wouldn't it be so much better to beat a team that, like, everybody thinks is the best?
No.
Like, I would at least, if I was a Bills fan, I mean, nobody wants to play the Chiefs in the playoffs because they're good, right? And they win games. But, like, that would be epic to beat them in that championship game. Because you know that's going to be the game if they keep going.
I honestly, truly believe that the Steelers can beat both of those guys. Because I do believe that Patrick Mahomes can't score over 30 points. And it's been proven this year he hasn't scored over 30 points.
He wins playoff games, though.
He wins, but he also has, third down calls that go his way.
He has that too. That's for him, though.
That's hard. It's hard to beat when you have those calls go your way.
So do you think the Bills can win in Arrowhead?
Oh, I think the Bills could beat anybody on that list. I just prefer to go this way. I'd be less stressed.
There it is. Way to admit it.
There it is.
I honestly do truly believe that this could be the way the playoffs go, though. Maybe switch the Texans and the Chargers. Like, that game's a toss-up. But either way, if you're going to go into Buffalo, both those teams don't know how to play in cold weather. So, congratulations. The only team that knows how to play in cold weather would be Pittsburgh or Baltimore. And
Kansas City.
I think if Baltimore plays with the Bills, that'd be the only chance the Bills had to lose. I don't think it'll be close with Kansas City. We're ready to beat them.
Didn't Derrick Henry have like almost 200 yards rushing against you guys last time he played?
He did have 200 yards rushing.
Did he have 200 yards rushing?
He was good. He was really good. They also lost to the Chiefs like right beforehand, so they kind of had more of a chip on their shoulder.
Baltimore did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the whole Isaiah Likely toe thing, wasn't it?
Yep. So, I love this picture. Isn't it great?
Wait, can we do one for Green Bay though?
You want to? Okay. We could do one for.
Click whoever
sorry.
And make them win.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
oh gosh.
I revoke my consent for this show.
There you go.
There we go.
Just for you,
and
Ashley.
They beat Buffalo? Wow.
It hurts to put that on there, but just for you, Ashley, I did this.
Title Town.
Wouldn't that be something? Okay, so if Buffalo and Green Bay do happen to make the Super Bowl,
yeah,
that would be crazy.
I'm
definitely watching it together, and I'm definitely calling in Monday.
Yeah, I'm definitely not working all week.
Yeah.
If the Bills win, I'm not working for at least 3 weeks. Ryan, you want me to do one for the Colts? Oh,
wait.
My bad, dude. Don't know how to do it.
The Texans win for him.
Yeah, please fire Chris Ballard, then we can get in the playoffs.
Chris Ballard.
Sticking it out. Everybody's staying.
Yep, everyone's staying. Irsay said it himself in a message to the fans.
Yeah, they fired their defensive coordinator.
Basically stuck up the middle finger to Pat McAfee.
Yeah, he did.
Season ticket holder.
Not even that. Like, he's the only reason people go watch Indy because he shows up to those games.
Well, and everybody is silent when I go to Colts games, and then they show Pat McAfee, and everybody goes nuts. And I'm like, wow. So this is what we got to do to make noise in Indy?
They say, Anthony Richardson, here he comes out of the huddle, and nobody's saying anything. coming out of the tunnel. Oh, Pat McAfee.
Double fisting beer.
Yeah, we went to the Texans game this year, and it was pretty quiet. And then, like she said, they showed Pat McAfee, and the place went freaking crazy.
Those Colts fans, they got a mean golf clap. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they do. You go to an indie game and you get yelled at to sit down. Like, what the heck, dude? It's football. Like, what are you doing telling me to sit down?
I take my girlfriend who's not like a football fan. She'll just go and she likes it. But then I'm yelling and I feel awkward. She feels awkward because everybody is like, oh my gosh, why is she yelling?
Oh, these people
You
are
hear
nuts.
the away team just boomingly loud, and there's only like 25% of the stadium full of them, and it's like, wow.
I remember I went to a Bills-Colts game. We lost 55-3 because that was Jonathan Taylor's, I believe, rookie year. He tore us up.
Oh, that's a 4-touchdown game, wasn't it?
No, that was in Buffalo.
Oh.
Maybe it wasn't Jonathan Taylor, but Josh Allen wasn't there. Or Josh Allen's first year. LaShawn McCoy was our guy. He got hurt on the first game. And I remember getting so mad. I was like, no, there goes my fantasy football team. And then everybody heard that in the Colts Stadium. Like, you're not supposed to hear that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And several sections were laughing at me. I was the only one standing and screaming. We're 55-3, and they're like, sit down. I was like, it's my team. Let's go. Colts are like, sit down. We're trying to enjoy this beer.
I literally had to tell my girlfriend, I was like, hey, like, this is not what football is supposed to be.
No, you go to any other stadium.
I think like Peyton Manning was great for Indianapolis, but he also tarnished the whole getting loud thing because then they got used to it. Like, oh, this is comfy. We're in our little dome and it's temperature controlled.
That and then guess what? That's why Peyton Manning couldn't win a game because he couldn't handle noise.
You could make the same argument with Aaron Rodgers. I feel like he had that amazing season during COVID when there was no fans.
Yep.
But I mean, they're both proven, so we can't sit here and say this and that, in my opinion.
Going to Foxborough, going anywhere, Peyton Manning couldn't beat Tom Brady. Why? Because those fans actually could scream. Like, my goodness. And the fans knew it. It's kind of like when the Patriots beat the Bills and only threw the ball 3 times. They knew we couldn't stop the run, so what did they do? They ran the ball the whole game.
I remember like prime Legion of Boom, Seattle, and they were showing a broadcast, and the lady was yelling at a microphone that was like 3 feet away, and you couldn't hear anything because they were so loud. I mean, I don't know if it's like that anymore. I'm sure it's still louder than the Colts Stadium, but
I'm pretty sure a high school football game is louder than the Colts Stadium.
I'm feeling attacked right now.
Norwell, my high school played there for the state championship.
But you don't have a defense.
You're right, I don't.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I wish it would change because it's easy to go to Colts games. I wish it would change.
It's kind of like a comedy show. You go, you sit there and you watch Joe Flacco, or you go watch Anthony Richardson, have a couple drinks, have some food, laugh your butt off, and then you go home. It's like a nice comedy show with 50,000 people.
I tell you what, I went there for the Lions game too, and they were all saying Jared Goff, and I'm like, they're all saying Jordan Love. Yeah, I got some looks.
It's like,
well.
Let's go, Brandon.
It's Indianapolis, so.
It's a let's go, Brandon moment for NASCAR. All right, well, this wraps up the episodes of who's going to win the playoffs. It looks like Lions are favored in this room, but Bills will be there.
Green Bay.
Maybe.
And then Green Bay is the other shot. Unfortunately, we couldn't have the Colts win. They didn't make it. So.
#, Fire Ballard.
Fire Ballard.
Hey, they tried really hard in New York.
Hey, look, if the fans actually get loud, that's probably what they would get loud about. Now would be the time, Ryan. Start the movement.
Yeah. # Fire Ballard
it's
on Twitter.
It's a Colts thing to do to get mad at Pat McAfee for being upset that they're losing.
No, they're not getting mad at Pat. They're getting mad at the other dude, Ballard.
The Colts fans were booing Pat McAfee, though.
No.
Yeah, they were
I did not
booing
see
him,
that.
and they're mad at a lot of people are mad at Pat McAfee because of what he tweeted, and he went on a rant on his show
because he tweeted the truth about the Colts locker room.
He did.
Yeah, the Colts locker room.
People don't want to hear the truth. They're like, we support our team.
Did you hear what Steichen?
Okay, that doesn't mean you don't want them to change, though.
I joined the Colts fan page on Facebook, and they are really, really bad fans.
Really?
Stop. We're just going to root for our team and be done. Okay, yeah, congratulations.
Okay, you're not going to make the playoffs then. If this is what you want.
Did you hear that presser Steichen did? He's like, yeah, some of our players are late sometimes, but attendance ain't everything.
Yeah, they get away with anything. Like,
yeah, they're late to meetings, and like they're late to trainings. Like when they get hurt, they're late to their injury rehab things. And,
yeah, if you don't have to max out on your bench press or you don't have to increase your weights, what's you going to do? You're just going to stay the same.
Like, what do you think would happen?
Get better.
What do you think would happen if you were late to a meeting with like Belichick or Tomlin or Andy Reid? You wouldn't be suspended a game.
You'd probably drive a car, wreck it, and then leave the scene of the crime.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you would do, and that's why they probably do that. You don't see Colts players getting in trouble for leaving a scene of an accident. I mean, you go to Kansas City as a rookie, you wreck a car, you're like, I'm going to be late, so you take off. leaving everybody struggling for their lives. That's probably why he did that.
And that's the only acceptable time you're allowed to do that.
As far as I know, as long as you're going to be in the playoffs, it's acceptable. It's less of a felony.
I mean, if a cop were to show up, I'm sure a ref would show up to him and be like, nope, they're fine. It's okay.
I mean, look at Tyreek Hill. He was late, but he got arrested.
Yeah.
But they were okay. But guess what? Guess who's not in the playoffs? The Dolphins. No accountability for being late. All right, that wraps up this episode of Mom's Basement. We got off on a tangent there at the end. Sorry, guys, and hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week.